que es el álbum King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime. Believe me or not, I haven't read an explanation about the title yet, although I guess that you have given many explanations about what does it mean King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime. What about that?
What do you think, Phil?
Well, it's kind of personal, I guess. It's kind of how we feel about ourselves.
About yourselves?
Yeah. Like maybe you wake up in the morning and you have a big cup of coffee and you feel like a king.
Okay.
And you realize that you said all these things because you were so wired on coffee you didn't know what you were talking about. It's kind of like that feeling, but you turn it times about 1,000.
Okay.
Then the coffee wears
Then
off.
the coffee wears off. And then you're a total fool.
Kind of autobiographical.
That's why we drink coffee every day.
Yep.
And it has some relationship with the album cover that was like a police dog and somebody running out of a subway. What does it mean? This is kind of a, I don't know, hard to explain artwork.
Really?
Yeah?
It seems easy.
It's not self-explanatory, I guess.
No?
You tell me.
Well, looks like a cop with a police dog to me.
Yeah, and this is a guy running out from a...
I use this meant to scare
check it
you.
out. Here, let me see.
Okay.
Big man,
Big man.
king.
And
This is don't get lost now. This is tricky. Little man, fool.
Wow.
great.
There you have it.
Okay. Let's go. I mean, it's the first time in this production, in this album, that you work with Andy Wallace, I guess. Andy Wallace,
Yeah.
you pronounce it? You pronounce
Wallace,
it?
yeah.
Wallace. And also you recorded in New York. It was different, it felt different, it was a good time in the studio.
It was good because we got to hear ourselves recorded like a real live band playing in a room together. So it's kind of funny, but we've been together for like 12 years, but we've never heard ourselves on tape like that, where we sounded like we were playing in the same room together. So it was a good thing. It made us excited.
It is known that Mr. Bangle guitarist Trey
Bruins.
Spewage. Trey Spewage.
Spewage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a different pronunciation.
Yeah,
It's a punk rock name.
Right.
Okay, there's it's known that he did the taping, the recording, the guitars, but he quit after like a long tour that was coming. He was afraid about the long tour. So how did you get the gig? How did everything happen?
Well, I don't know what happened with Trey really specifically, but I guess he just kind of got scared off with the prospect of touring for a long time. So he quit, and then they asked me to join the band, so that's how I got in the band.
What you were doing before
I was living on the streets.
Okay, as simple as
Actually, I put him up. He was sleeping on my couch.
And what is the length of a tour? Why so scary?
Well, it's at least a year and a half on a record, and that's
Long time.
straight. Where I think the next time, now it's May, early May.
Yeah.
The next time we have more than 2 days off is going to be in August.
Okay.
So it's,
You went to Europe. You just finished Europe. Mm-hmm. So far, so good.
Yeah.
we're going back again in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay.
This will be our second tour in 3 months.
What about the European audience? Real wild, real crazy.
Real good.
Yeah.
Good.
We're just kind of getting underway. You know, it's definitely like Billy said. It's really the beginning of the tour. You know, we're just kind of getting underway. And
Okay.
he's getting used to playing
sick.
shows, you know, with a cold and
Being
stuff
sick.
like that. So,
I'm very
you know, in terms of Faith No More, in terms of our band, we've been doing it now for about 3 months or 2 months, and we're, you know, it's still very early.
Okay.
It's actually a special day. It's Dean's first sickness with our band.
Yeah, dude.
Great.
He's
Thanks,
getting to
guys.
know what touring is all about.
Get used to it.
It was good. I'm gonna go vomit now.
That's perfect. Everything goes in a tour. Vamos ahora con el primer video. Dijimos el primer resfriado de Jim. Bueno, vamos con el primer video, Faith No More. Just dig in the grave. Más atrás habíamos visto el video de Dig in the Grave. What about the video, guys? When it was
cold.
recorded, how about that? Where did you do that?
We did it in San Francisco on our day off.
On the day off?
Yeah. And it was supposed to be about a guy jumping off a bridge, but it didn't make it past the censors. So now it's just a guy sitting down a lot.
Pretty exciting.
And it was very cold where we filmed it.
Yeah.
We filmed it on a pier on
was
the
freezing.
waterfront of San Francisco. And man,
We did it till 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, so the sun was coming up and we still had to do this song.
Okay.
Pleasant memories.
Dig in the Grave is the first single, although it's hard, it's complicated to talk about singles in Faith No More because you are so different styles. How do you choose a single? Or maybe you don't do it, I mean, somebody else. This is a song.
you sort of have to leave the record company go with that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we just kind of write different songs that make us feel happy, that we have fun doing, and we just say to the record company, whatever, you see a single, fine, good, it only helps us.
Make it work if you can.
If you think you can sell it, great.
I mean, it's like you said, it's about the record it's kind of a big sum of a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
So whatever single you take, I think is going to be out of context no matter what, because it's like a little piece of it.
Every song does a different thing,
Yeah.
too. I mean, I think any song really could almost be a single if, it had the right, put in the right way.
Okay. And comparing, how do you feel? Like you personally feel about the King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime when comparing it with The Real Thing or Angel Dust? You feel like it's kind of different? I mean, my opinion is like maybe Real Thing was very accessible, like boom, 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 and then Angel Dust was like experimental. And now, how do you feel about this one?
What do you think about this one?
I think it's kind of heavy. Yeah, heavy. It's not a back to Real Thing or nothing like that.
I think, we wanted to make a heavier record, and we had like some limitations before. One, which was our last guitar player, which we couldn't get that out of him.
Okay.
And so when we had the chance to work with a guitar player that we could communicate with, we went kind of in the heavy direction because we had a lot to get out of our system. Next time it might be a totally different thing, but that's where we were at the time.
We definitely had guitar in mind on this record.
That's important.
How
do you feel about that? Like playing some heavy, that's very heavy riffs.
Very heavy.
In the guitar.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I like it. It's great. And also about the guitar sound, how do you feel like getting in touch, getting like familiar with the old material? You're doing some changes, maybe something that shows your personality?
Well, I suppose right now I'm just kind of trying to capture the spirit of the way that they were written originally. So we'll see as time goes on, basically how things kind of evolve.
He's going to put some Yngwie Malmsteen solos in there.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I can play with my toes.
And I heard it is true that your keyboard player also plays some guitars on the shows.
Yeah.
So you just like to stress the heavy.
Yeah, more guitar. We're going to do a song where everybody plays guitar,
We
I
should.
think.
I was talking about that last night.
Unplugged.
Like the Blue Oyster Cult.
Okay.
5 guys playing
guitars.
guitar.
Or the
Watch
Outlaws.
for it.
The Outlaws.
Okay, and let's talk about you, Bill, because this is referring to a contribution that you did and also some production in the tribute to Kiss.
Oh, yeah.
With Shandy's Addiction. How did you feel about that? How did
I had a lot of fun. It was cool.
How did you get in touch? How did you get the gig, the opportunity to do that?
Well, we were supposed to do it as Faith No More, and we couldn't all get together. So a couple guys from Rage Against the Machine wanted to do it, and Maynard, who I didn't know at the time from Tool, wanted to do it. And so I didn't really know any of those guys so well. We just kind of went down to LA and did it, and it was a lot of fun.
Why the name Shandy's Addiction?
I had nothing to do with that name. I think it's a stupid name.
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch some Kiss now. Do you like Kiss? I guess. It's,
Yeah, I think Kiss are one of the greatest of all time.
Were.
have you read Kiss Story?
Ow!
It's a huge book. The Kiss
No,
Story.
it's a good book.
Yes. Oof, man, it's huge, massive. Vamos a ver Kiss con un video original. Esto es.
Mi corazón es tuyo.
Eso fue un invento de Paul Stanley. Aquí va I Love It Loud. Que implica grupos paralelos. This concerns about you, Bill, and Mike, also in the Mr. Bungle project, and you with the Brujeria. What about that? Mr. Bungle is healthy now?
They're going to put a new record out.
Okay.
It's just hard, because we tour so much. It's like projects. We all of us have projects now that we do, but they obviously are something to get out of our system. But I mean, Faith No More is what we do all the time, so it's a good thing.
And Brujeria.
Yeah, new record, 2 months.
Yeah.
This should be very ugly.
Horrible.
What did you
Very
think about
ugly.
the Matando
feo.
Güeros? Matando de...
Más feo que matando güeros.
Más feo que matando.
Yeah.
Más fuerte.
It's gonna be wild. And who are involved in the project and the
I don't
Brujeria?
talk about Brujeria.
Oh, are you?
I don't even want to say I'm part of it.
Okay.
I'm surprised you even said this much.
Yeah.
Now we'll have to
I
kill
just
him.
know the guys in Brujeria. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
He has a phone number that he calls, and they leaves a message, and somebody calls him back.
They communicate through telegrams.
Okay, back to this.
It's written on toilet paper. They smuggle out of prison.
Back to the King for a Day. Let's talk about like. Did you like the Mike's new vocal approach, like more screaming, like each of 3 songs there's one like totally screaming, and then relax, and then screaming again, and then did you take part of this decision of like vocal is very different to what we heard in it?
I think it fits together with the music real well.
Okay.
As you said before, I think that the last record there was a lot more experimentation going on. And to me, this record is more not worrying about everything else, not worrying about sort of getting elbow room and not being put in a box, you know, but just really kind of making the music turn out right.
It's funny, I think this is probably the first time this is the closest we've ever come to doing just like a straight ahead rock record.
Okay.
Even though we're a rock band, you know, it's kind of weird. I think that when he screams, when he does things, it's what the song needs at that time. And he's just contributing to the
What kind of music are you listening while you're on tour? There's some influence that you get from music that you're listening?
Ween.
Yeah.
Oh, Ween, okay.
Right now I'm not listening to anything.
Yeah.
I haven't really listened to any music in a while, I was listening to a lot of R&B before, but nothing right now.
And you, Bill?
Not so much, even though I like the new PJ Harvey record. I like the new Portishead record. I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, PJ Harvey's getting good reviews everywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, you know, it's not like the only thing I listen to, but I think it's kind of interesting.
Okay. Metal bands, there's some name that, like
Caius.
Caius. Oh.
I have their new record. I've been listening to a tape of their new record.
Ween.
It's real good.
Ween again.
Shihad from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And which is the
Fear
opening?
Factory.
Fear Factory. Yeah. Which is the opening act for you guys now in the States?
Steel Pole Bathtub.
And what can you tell us about them?
They're pretty cool. They're really noisy, but they're pretty driving. I like them. I think they're. It's hard to describe them because they're really kind of unique.
Yeah, real wash-up sound. A lot of sound. What, 3 people?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, a lot of sound.
But they're very different people too. It's kind of interesting because they're 3 totally different personalities that get together.
Good band though.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your new video. There's a new video coming that is premiere now in Headbangers. It's the song. How did you choose the song again? Or you didn't took part in that?
That song actually didn't even almost make it on the record. Ricochet you're talking about, right?
Yeah,
Really? Didn't make it on the record? Is that one of the ones we almost
Yeah,
Really?
definitely. That was the one that pushed off, Monster Song.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it just, I've heard these guys describe it, I've heard our singer describe it as kind of almost like a country sounding almost.
That's right. We want to do a rockabilly version.
Oh yeah, we want to redo
Yeah.
these songs because we could make Ricochet country,
Yeah.
and it would be really good.
But to me, the song has got to me, Ricochet's got real good space.
Okay.
And when it gets real loud, it's got, I don't want to say drama, but it's real immediate, you know, it pushes you,
Hopefully-
and I like that.
It's heavy without being boring. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Kind of just like move through.
Right, and it goes, it ebbs and flows, it starts and stops and kind of develops and goes. So the video's a live video, we did it on tour, not on a day off, before a show.
Yeah, we did it on the sound check.
Showcases Dean eating an apple, and I get to juggle in the video, which I've always wanted to do. Took lessons for it, and
Then there's a video actually that we've already filmed called For Evidence that's going to come after Ricochet, and that should look really cool. Because we spent some time on that. That should look really cool.
Ya lo sabemos. Tenemos entonces 2 nuevos casi videos, 2 proyectos a futuro
trying to do these
para Faith No
videos
More.
right, man.
Y aquí
Quizás en español, Evidencia.
estaría bueno. Entonces vamos ahora
Veremos.
con el nuevo video de Faith No More, del King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime. Disfrútenlo, esta es la primera. Like in general.
Well, food, coffee, beautiful women,
That's what's
great weather, great.
audience in terms
If I had a
People,
choice,
man,
if
people with energy.
I would be there and not here. That's me.
That's great. That's you. Even we heard that it's true. We heard that you had some idea of like buying a house over there.
I would like to
maybe.
live there. I just lived in the States for like 30 years. I'd like to live down there.
Okay.
I
And
like people
now that you are planning to play, we're going to talk about that. You're planning to play Brazil, Argentina, and Chile again. There's a song that caught my attention in the
Let me guess. Number 7.
it's,
Number 7.
number 7, Carajo Voador. What's the meaning of
Oh,
that?
you know what it means.
No.
No?
No. Oh, it's something that, no man, I don't know.
Wow.
Okay,
That's, I guess, it's
I'll have to
Portuguese.
find out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and who speaks
I don't know if we can
Portuguese and how did the idea came through? Like,
Well, we learned a little bit when we were in Brazil, when we toured there a couple of years ago, because we toured there for like a month.
Okay.
But really, the words, the music is kind of like bossa nova a little bit.
okay. so
And
you
we
felt
were in the
like-
studio and we wanted to say this one thing in Portuguese, so we called up Igor's house, the guy in Sepultura, to
Yeah.
get the translation, but he was out of town, so we spoke to somebody who was staying there, and she just gave us those words, and they fit really well, because they...
Yeah. No,
They
it's
rhyme.
got the mood. It's got the mood for. But it really shocks. It's, what? What? I mean, at first you understand that maybe it's Spanish, but it's Portuguese. They're very close.
Yeah. It's nice though.
That's great.
The title started out with an international dirty word fetish that we all have. Just learning different unusual sayings from different countries that we always learn, and
Yeah, the dirty words are the easiest to learn.
that
So that's what we always
that
say.
is like from what we have understood, that is like a slang thing that people say.
It means like, it's like what they say, it's a flying dick with wings, you know? So this is about a guy driving in his car. He's like the dick, right?
Okay.
And a car are his wings. And he's driving.
kind of like
That has new meaning for me.
like a slang phrase, like in America, like like holy shit, or
Shit, howdy.
you dickhead, or something like that. It's sort of like wow.
And he's picking his nose, right?
Yeah, he's picking his nose while he's driving.
So
Okay. We got.
You asked for it.
I got the whole idea.
It's a very sexy song.
Okay. So back to the
think of
Brazil
it when
thing.
you're dancing
Yeah.
close with your.
There's some rumors about like this monster of rock thing going on. Therapy, Alice Cooper, Kiss was last year. Ozzy,
Ozzy.
and Faith No More. So
I hope we can do it. We're talking about it, and it just hasn't been confirmed, but
Looks good though.
I think we're going to do it.
and if it is not, in the worst case, if it's not happening, you're gonna include it anyway, Latin America,
Oh,
as a
yeah.
part of your tour.
Well, it's not ever complete if we don't do it.
Okay.
There is regret on the last record because we didn't go there.
Okay.
And it was probably because of the economy, and we were having problems with our guitar player. We just couldn't. And
Yeah.
we were all actually pretty upset about that. But
About what?
this-
About the...
about not getting to Latin America on
Okay.
Angel Dust.
Okay.
But this time, we definitely going to go.
It won't be complete until we do it, and hopefully it won't have to be just once. Because
Yeah.
it's a place we all really enjoy touring. I mean, it's definitely a special place because it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's an amazing place to play.
Okay, guys, that's all. Thank you very much.
Sure.
And, we're gonna watch. We'll make a pause, but then we're gonna watch some Latin videos. A Mexican band called Máquina. It's very heavy, and some surprises. There's a good heavy music in Latin America too.
Yes.
You know. You speak a little more than a little bit of Spanish, so say
Say adios.
Adiós, greñudos.
eso, greñudos, o sea, pelos largos en el resto de Latinoamérica.
Adios.
Vamos a hacer una pausa y luego tenemos más videos. Esto es con
Chao.
Faith No More.
Ciao.
Ciao.